Hi there, I'm Bradley Bleck, your instructor for English 102, and this on my lap, who you will see a little bit, is Caliban. He's decided he wants to pester me, so he's going to say hi. So there you go. So you might hear him. I wonder what that noise is. Anyway, okay. So this is a quick little introduction to the course. I'm going to give a quick run through of the syllabus, but before that, I'm going to hit a couple of points that I think are important, maybe obvious to some of you, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So I'm assuming you know that you signed up for a fully online class. That means we may never see each other. I'll be making little videos like this every now and again, probably every week, sometime on Sunday, posting them for you Monday to give you a rundown of what's expected that week. So you can kind of get a sense of who I am and that sort of thing and see the person. And you can sometimes post with audio or video if you like as well. There's ways to do that. So no matter for that right now. So English 102, fully online. A couple of big notions that are important. The first is that this is not an independent study course. There will be a number of consistent deadlines and expectations. Hopefully they won't come as surprises. I will include them where you'll be expected to have certain bits of work posted by certain times and interact with your classmates, providing them feedback and commentary and just a general online engagement in various class activities, which you will get credit for if you do, and which you will not get credit for if you don't do. So you want to, have plans for this, and we'll be pretty consistent as much as possible with deadlines and that sort of thing. So none of them should come out of the blue. As a, for instance, in the first couple of weeks, we're going to be engaging what we call a rhetorical reading of 4 texts, 4 very different kinds of texts, and you'll see those. And so we'll basically do 2 of those the first week and 2 of them the second week. I'll give you some criteria for the readings I expect you to do. I know that you can all read, but that kind of reading we refer to more as simply decoding of the text. So we want to engage in a more academically appropriate type of reading, and so we'll give practice with that, and that'll be a little bit of getting you going. These will be mostly multimodal readings. Well, actually, yeah, not the first one, but the other 3, because we're going to be creating a multimodal project in the end. So that's one thing. So deadlines, regular participation. You don't do everything in the first week, turn it all in, and you're done, and you don't wait until the end and do everything in the last week, and you are thankfully finished. There's going to be a pretty traditional workload of roughly 15 hours a week for the next 10, 11 weeks, and so you should plan on that and figure out what time of the day is going to work for you. So that's one big thing. Not an independent study, lots of interaction with me and with your classmates, because that's what makes for a good online learning. The second thing is we are going to be, as I just said, creating multimodal texts. That's because this is how things are in 2016, and looking forward, we will do some pretty traditional work with our literature reviews and project proposals and pitches and that sort of thing. But the final project will be a multimodal text. That means it might be a video, a website, a infographic, a podcast, whatever it is that seems to make sense for whatever it is you want to do and whatever your topic might be. And we'll look at how to go through and do a good job with that as best we can. So that's the second of the big things. We're going to be doing multimodal projects. When it comes down to the actual construction of those projects, I don't know how this will work probably won't work at all for some of you, but I'll make time to be available on campus for regular kind of work sessions. So some of you are probably taking other classes, and some of you are taking entirely, or other classes on campus. Some of you will be taking entirely online. And so we'll just kind of have to play that by ear, but that won't be until probably the last 3 weeks of the class where we need to worry about that. So there'll be time, and we'll get, and there's other kinds of help you can get as well. So that's the other big thing, multimodal project, not a traditional, academic-y paper. We're going to do things a little more 2016-ish. So there's that. So what did I say? We're going to be doing a lot of interaction. Be prepared to work with everybody and me every week doing something. We're going to be creating a multimodal project. That's what we're working towards. And what's the final thing? Well, the final thing is a little bit about just engaging me. When it comes to email, I will essentially be available definitely Monday through Friday, pretty much from 7 to 7. You can kind of count on that. And if you send me something within that time frame, you'll hear back from me, not immediately, but same day, and probably sooner than same day. It's not like I'm going to wait to respond to everybody at 7 p.m. or something like that. But if you write to me, send me a note, a message, a question after 7 p.m., you probably won't hear from me until the following day. So that's just kind of how I work things. Weekends are going to be a little iffier, but I will be checking in, so you won't be totally stranded or anything like that. But that's kind of my work schedule, 7 to 7. You send me information in that time frame, and you'll hear back from me that day. So, and actually, I guess we could just say, if you get something to me before 7 p.m., I'll respond that day, but don't expect anything to happen between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. because my wife expects me to be part of our family, and like you, I need to have a little bit of my own life. So that's the big three things here. The final thing I'm going to mention now, I got to kind of turn back here so I make sure you see this, oops, the book we'll be using. It's called Writer Designer. It's the only book you need to buy for the class. Because of the late shuffle in assignments, the book did not get ordered as soon as I would have liked. So I strongly suggest you go online to Amazon, or just generally Amazon is going to be the best, and buy it there. I was told it will take a while for it to come in to the bookstore, and probably you will get a better deal for it online at Amazon, whether it's new or used. It's a very good book. It'll help walk us through the project process, and it will be it's just a very good book, and the class is built around it. So you will use this book. So that is all I want to say with regard to this introductory video, but do be sure to, I guess there is one last thing. Every week once we get going, what will happen, rather than the home page being this syllabus, it will be the modules page, and there will be a module for each week. So it will set out what needs doing in that week, along with a little introductory overview of a video to go with that. So the home page will be modules. I don't know how many of you have used Canvas before. I'm assuming that you can figure your way around, because my job is not to teach you how to use the software. That's something you need to pick up on your own. But hopefully, and I think I do a good job of making things fairly straightforward and easy to navigate. But if you do have any problems, any confusions, definitely let me know, because I think I've done, well, I have done as well as I can, but just like with any writing, this is kind of a writing text I'm creating. The whole class is like a text. I need to know how it works for you as the reader, as the student. And so if you're having problems, you got to let me know. So I'm not thinking that I'm somehow totally, completely awesome in how I put this together, there will be areas that you might find yourself confused in. And so you got to let me know where that is, and I will then do what I can to help you out with things. So I have my own way of doing that, but we'll save that for later. So anyhow, I think that's it. This video's gone on long enough. So I look forward to working with you. You're welcome to stop by if you're on campus. It's always nice to put names and faces and that kind of stuff together. And so anyhow, I look forward to having a good quarter. So take care, and we will be seeing much more of each other online. Bye-bye.